Hello. So I have saw all over YouTube people doing like videos of all their plants, and that's exactly what I want to do because I have a lot of plants and I kind of just love talking about them. So I just wanted to kind of go through all of my plants, I guess. I have a new camera mic. I am probably going to have to bring my plants to me to show you. Maybe not. I don't know. Let's just see what happens. Do this vlog style. I'm holding my camera really weird, but we're gonna start with some plants. I don't know if you can see them, they're back there, but I have two there, so we'll start with the highest. Oh my god, my camera's really heavy, so this is not easy. I have a little snake plant here, which very small. We have another little, I don't know if you can see in there, but there's another little baby leaf growing out. Oh, you can see right here. Isn't that magnificent? Baby leaf. And then right here, this is one of, I think this is my newest plant. This is a Hoya compacta. I don't know how well she's gonna do up here, but I wanted to try one out. Over on this side of my room, ignore the dead leaf. Pretend it's a very alive and beautiful plant. But right here I have my golden pothos. Well, my biggest golden pothos. She's gorgeous in all of her glory. This is also one of the very first plants that I got. She's a little bit dusty. I need to clean her leaves off, but I named her Big Bertha. She has some dying leaves, but you know, it's winter time, so I'll forgive her for that, you know? She's living her best life, you know what I'm saying? So right next to Big Bertha, we have one of my Chinese aglaonemas. Yeah, I figured I could put the mic backwards. It's not freaking cool now. I can give ASMR. This is one of my Chinese evergreen pink aglaonemas. This one's not doing as well as my other one, which I'll show you in a little bit, but she's doing all right. She's doing all right. She's cute. She's cute. Right here we have a little propagation station, and right here I have a little watermelon pelia or an aluminum plant. She's beautiful. But yeah, when I first got my other one, she was in my mother's room and she was doing fine there, and then we left for a trip and came back and she was dying, so I decided to put her in my room, and my window is a southwest facing window, so it's very bright in here, and she ended up getting burnt, so I cut off some pieces of her to propagate before she passed away. But we have a little baby of her now. But yeah, I got this propagation station for Christmas, so it's super cute. Then moving right here, we have a little propagation of my snake plant, which I've been propagating for a long time. The roots aren't very long, but it literally grew a whole new baby. Then I have a little propagation of a pearls and jade pothos, which I bought like the full-size one at Home Depot for my boyfriend's little sister's birthday, and then I wanted a plant, so then I just cut some pieces off of her. Coming right here, this is also a new plant. This is from my birthday. My friend got it for me. It's a Kalanchi. I'll put the name on the screen, but yeah, so I just got this plant. I haven't repotted it or anything. I got it for my birthday. My birthday was on the 16th of December, so very new, very pretty. I love the little blooms it gives. But yeah, I'm not a huge succulent person, so I don't really know how this is gonna go. These are all of my nightmare plants because they're all really high humidity, and I live in Tucson, Arizona, so there's not much humidity, so I'm having to mist them all the time. When I first got all these plants, all these 4 here, I was only misting them like once a day, and that was a mistake. Don't do that. But this is my Califia ornata. I got her around the same time I got that Pearls and Jade pothos. And she used to be full and beautiful, and now she's kind of just like tall and like weirdly spread out. So yeah. This is my fiddle leaf. Funny story about my fiddle leaf. Ever since I first got her, she did not give me a single leaf. She's never given me a new leaf before. A lot of her leaves fell off, and I potted her in a pot about the size of that Califia, and that was a mistake. Yeah, because they really like to be root bound, so definitely don't recommend that. So I have her, I think this is a 6-inch pot. Yes. I actually had a spider plant here, but spider plant died. So I went back to misting them. I'm misting them 4 times a day now, and yesterday I forgot to mist them 4 times, and I misted them once. And so these little leaves were growing in here. There were 2 different leaves, well, 4 in total growing, and they like literally died overnight because I didn't mist it 4 times a day. So if you are interested in getting a fiddle leaf, be prepared to be monitoring it 24/7. This orchid my dad got me for my birthday. However, I had a feeling that it was going to be very not super well taken care of because he got it from the grocery store, and so I looked at the roots, and all of the roots are rotten and nasty. So I put her in new orchid soil, and I got her, like, I took some of that nasty like soaked moss out. But unfortunately, I don't think she's gonna live much longer, and I'm really sad because first off, orchids are very expensive, but second off, like, she's such a beautiful plant, so I'm really upset about that. So yeah. And then my 4th plant up here is a variegated ivy. Oh my god, I loved that ivy at first, and then she just started dying like crazy, and then she gave me a couple new baby leaves, and then they all just died. So I'm kind of just, these are just the 4 plants that they just hate me, and I don't really know how to feel about them anymore, but yeah. Okay, only a few more plants to go. So this plant here is actually propagated from Miss Big Bertha on the other side. So this is Baby Bertha. Baby Bertha is doing absolutely lovely. She has grown so much, she's giving me new leaves, and she's starting to vine, which I'm very excited about. There's not really much I can say about this. I highly recommend pothos. They are just rewarding. They're leafy green. They're nice to use sometimes. Yeah. This little bamboo my ex got for me after we got in a fight. He brought me a plant, and I was like, okay, we're good. So I really like this plant, and it tells you when it's thirsty because the bamboo itself gets wrinkly. So I just recently watered him, and he's not wrinkly anymore. So that's what I really love about this plant. I think as it gives new leaves, they grow out darker, if I'm correct. I don't really know. I could be wrong, but I do love this little plant. I think it's a great plant to add to your collection. If you're wanting a plant, get a lucky bamboo. Yeah. Moving over here, this is my prized possession. This plant loves me so much, and I just appreciate it so much because I just need one plant to love me. You know what I'm saying? So this is my other pink aglaonemia, or Chinese evergreen, a pink variegated version. It's gorgeous. I actually got this plant at Walmart, which I'm surprised it's like lived so long, because usually plants from Walmart like tend to die really easily and really fast, but this one is doing just fabulous. So yeah, this plant loves me. If I ever am showing someone my plants, this is the one I talk about the most. This is my Monstera Adansonii. Beautiful, 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 beautiful plant. Has very like velvety, let me see if I can get it to focus, very velvety looking leaves. So gorgeous. Needs lots of humidity, so I've tried the pebble tray technique to see if the humidity could stay up, but I don't know. Ever since I moved her into my room with this new pot, she's just given me a lot of dead leaves, and it could be like partial shock. I don't know what it is, but I just want this plant to love me. If this plant ever dies, I will stop collecting plants. If there is anybody out there who knows lots about plants and monsteras specifically, I don't think that's normal, but I don't really know what to do about it. I don't know. I don't think it's supposed to be that yellow. But there are some new leaves growing in here, I think. Maybe not. I don't know. I really hope it loves me. Please, just love me. So I have 2 more plants that I would like to show, and then I'm going to talk about some of my recommendations for like plants in the future, and also why I got into the plant hobby. I don't know. This here is my peace lily, and I think I've always kind of referred to her as this in my head, but this is Piper. She was originally my mom's, but I kind of like took over because I really like this plant, and it's if you want a plant that's very rewarding, a lot of her blooms are starting to die off because it is winter time now, but she is a very rewarding plant. She was definitely very small when we first got her, and now she is beautiful and big and large and in charge. Piper, the peace lily, one of the very first plants I got. I went to Home Depot one day and I got a peace lily, my Big Bertha, a frosted peperomia, a snake plant, and I think that's it. Those are the plants that I got like the very first time when I started plant shopping. Yeah, so she is one of the OGs along with Big Bertha. OG plant here. This is also a newer plant. So I didn't realize that my camera cut out, but that was an anthurium, and that was not my plant, but my mom's plant. I also left out 3 other plants. I have a few succulents outside, which are just little barrel cactus, and then I also had another snake plant in my mom's room, so nothing huge, but I did want to mention that. But yeah, that plant that I showed that I cut off on was an anthurium, which is my mom's plant. I don't know a whole lot about anthuriums, I just know that they're more tropical plants, but yeah. This is also a plant that I left out, so I talked about it in the video, but I cut some stuff out, but this is the last plant I'll talk about. Okay, this plant holds a special place in my heart. This is also kind of a newer plant, but this is a Plumosa fern. However, it's not actually a fern. It's a part of the lily family. So if you want a fern, but you're too afraid to take care of a fern because ferns are really like annoying, then get a Plumosa fern because it's not actually a fern. It just kind of like looks like one. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I started getting into plants because I started just falling in love with nature all over again, and I think just having plants in your life is just so important, and I think that they're just amazing. I thought it was gonna be a long story, but it's really not. I think that's all of them.